tenure is being challenged. Tenure gives teachers the right to advocate for students. What's being brought forward today is not anything that relates directly to tenure and the ability for teachers to advocate for students. And the whole premise behind the case is unfounded.
Why, in a basic way? Why should they not go forward with this case?
It's a wrong place for this case. It's not a constitutional issue.
Can you make that clear, though, because we were not allowed to record the proceedings, we were taking notes, so we'd like to just get you on tape explaining why it's
Do you
not
want
the
to
right
take those?
place.
Yeah. Several reasons. One, you're talking about the basic due process rights of teachers, which give every teacher who has gone through the rigorous process of earning tenure a simple right, and that is the right to a due process hearing, a fair hearing, if they're accused of being ineffective or of some sort of misconduct. That's a basic right that every American worker should have and teachers have. But the reason that the 250,000 teachers feel so strongly about this case is the tenure is really designed to allow teachers to teach their kids. To walk in the classroom and know if I'm frank with parents about a child's performance, I won't get fired. If the classroom is unsafe, I can go to my principal and I won't be disciplined for that. If I see bullying or discrimination, I can report that without fear of firing. All of those things, the only thing that protects a teacher when she does any of those things is tenure. The United States Supreme Court has ruled that when a teacher speaks about those things, she's not protected by the First Amendment. Tenure allows teachers to teach. Tenure allows teachers to be good advocates for their students. And the states that have strong tenure protections are the states, like New York, that get the best educational results.
Legally, though, you were arguing that the judge is not
There's another aspect of this, if I may. And it's one that I know that Nysut and the UFT feel very strongly about.
Can you speak up, sir, please?
It is wrong to say that teachers are the cause of students not doing as well as they might. When you have poverty unaddressed by the government of the state, when you have oversized classrooms where you have 60 kids in a class or 30 or 40, how can you expect kids to learn? When you have poverty that is not even dealt with in terms of district lines, when you have underfunding of schools, the example I gave in the courtroom of the kid, which was the plaintiff's own kid, Wright's kid. Wright said this teacher was ineffective for one of my two twins. And what was the problem? The teacher didn't have the supplies. While the good kid who did well, the teacher reached into her own pocket and paid for it. If you do not have a government that is willing and able to pay for education, and I do not fault the governor of the state at all for that. I fault the entire mechanism of the state and of the city. You've got to pay for it. You've got to have discipline. You have to have parents participating. You have to have class sizes that are right. You have to address the whole problem. To use teachers as a scapegoat is wrong. The days of Joe McCarthy are over, and they haven't learned it.
Sir, you talked about protecting the teachers. I think it seems one of the arguments that the plaintiffs are making is they want to protect their kids to make sure they get a good education.
But who protects